Okay, it's now day 2 of being a mechanic. Just getting up, you know. Well, I've actually been up since like 7. Just getting ready. I've been trying to upload this rear air shocks video since like yesterday. I actually started it at 1 o'clock yesterday. And at about 8 o'clock it was about 30% done. And now I've started this a couple hours ago, and we're at 20%. Usually less than an hour I can upload a 700 megabyte video, but right now the YouTube is just being garbage. I mean, yesterday I could not watch a single YouTube video. I couldn't even watch an 8-second video. It wouldn't even load. My internet's fine. I've checked the speed and everything, it's all good. My service provider's not being shit, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's YouTube because you know, I just haven't been able to upload that video. Maybe it doesn't like it. What's going on out here?
Did you leave Neela out by herself with these dogs?
No. Alright, got the fan trail back in. We got the fan tightened down. Just snug. It's not going to go nowhere because this is constantly in a motion where it's going to be tightening that. So, yeah. Sounds nice. Doesn't spin forever, so yeah. She's good to go. Now, just to put the alternator mounting bracket back in and put the tensioner pulley back on and put the alternator back on, hook it back up, put the air cleaner back on, and fill the system up. Oh man, I'm glad to see this thing finally coming back together. Got our fan in, we got our idler pulley in, the mounting bracket, the alternator in, all plugged in and tightened down and everything. The tensioner pulley's in. All the bolts are nicely snugged. Not, you know, torqued so much that they pull the threads out, but that's all happy. That's all happy. That's happy. This one is not so much. I think that's fine. Fine. Put the belt on, air cleaner, fill her up, bleed her. Alright, imagine that, she's put back together. So, we're going to fill up the overflow bottle first because I drained that and I want to put the fluid I drained out back in. So, we're going to put some fresh stuff in. This should be like a neon green or something like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill her up. I would film, but let me get the tripods out. Oh, that's awesome. Once we get that air out, it's gonna definitely need a lot more coolant. So I'm gonna run it with the cap on first, and then just slowly release it so it can let all that air out. All right, radiator is now full. We'll see how much she sucks down when we get her started up here. So took 2.5 bottles. Obviously got half one here, so yeah, I'm gonna hook the battery up. Or actually, I'm gonna wipe it down first, and then hook the battery up, tighten the battery up, and then we'll let it run for about 10 minutes. Then we'll crack that cap a little bit, let it bleed the air off. Great news, it works. But I'm shaking. So, you can run this with the cap off. Obviously not when it's hot because it'll spray everywhere. But yeah, I think it's bled out some of the air. I'm gonna go ahead and top it off because it definitely sucked that coolant down. Runs a lot smoother. It sounds good. It sounds like stock, you know. Doesn't sound like it's old and busted. It sounds clean. It seems to run pretty smooth. I wonder if maybe the bearing was locking up or something while it was running and making it run rougher. So let's top this off. We may have to run and gun and get another bottle. Hopefully I just use this up and be done. But yeah, no leaks or nothing. The only stuff I see is just drippage from washing this thing down and when I pulled the pump off, but I don't see any leaks down there, so that RTV worked good because I used it properly. Eric the car guy would be proud, but only time will tell. Doesn't it sound better? My exhaust is leaking though, or rattling. Listen to it, it just purrs. Yep, it's dripping right there. Building pressure. Alright, I'm going to let it run for a bit and shut her down, and we'll take it for a test drive here in a few minutes.